$103. This is how much you need to spend to start shooting this level of video right away at your home on any camera. And today I would be happy to tell you how to do it. Be sure to watch this video till the very end. It has a lot of important details, and in the end I have a little task for you. Let's see how you can do it. Hi, my name is Roman and I'm the host of Movavi Vlog, your go-to channel for making great videos, which has more than 100,000 subscribers. And today I will tell you how to start shooting your own videos and set up a budget YouTube video studio right at home as I do. In the next few minutes, I'll talk about the equipment you'll need to record video and sound at home, what settings to use on your camera. Also, I'll cover lighting, background, and other small but important details. I will explain how much money you should spend on the equipment, what is really useful, and what isn't worth buying. But does it even make sense to turn your own home into a video recording location? Isn't it better to skip this part and rent a studio to make your videos seem more professional? Well, I have a lot of experience shooting videos both in the studio and at home, and here's the conclusion I've come to. You shouldn't be afraid to shoot videos at home. In 2020, we all had to stay home a lot on self-isolation, and famous YouTube creators had to do so too. It turned out that even bloggers often don't need a special studio and can make great video content at home. This is how many popular influencers film their videos now. I myself used to shoot in the studio, but the switch to a home setup was a success. The quality has not dropped, there's now even more credibility to the content, and the views have grown. Of course, not all video content can be made at home, but this format should not be underestimated. You can run an expert vlog, make news reviews, share personal experiences or original points of view, make an educational vlog, review movies, games, products and services, and much more. All you need for your home studio is a video camera and the skills to use it, a microphone, lighting, silence at home, and a well-matched background. But let's cover it all step by step. What kind of camera do I choose for my vlog? Well, I hear that question very often, and usually nobody likes the answer. Choose the best you can get, of course. But if you can't afford the best one yet, don't worry, just pick any camera and you'll be fine. And here's why. Right now, you see the picture from the camera that I use most often for my shots. It's a mirrorless Sony a7 III camera. It's not the cheapest camera, it costs about $2,000 on Amazon and gives a very decent picture. But you can always put money into an even more expensive camera if you want. But even using a budget camera or even a phone, you can shoot great videos for YouTube at home if you choose the correct manual camera settings, as well as wisely approach the frame composition and light setting. To compare, here's a picture in the same conditions on one of Canon's cheapest DSLRs, 600D. You can get one on eBay at around $200. It's 10 times cheaper than a Sony. And that's what the camera of a smartphone looks like. In my case, it's an iPhone 10. Everybody has a phone, which means your YouTube studio budget may not have any camera costs at all. Whatever you're filming on, it's very important to set the correct camera settings. Otherwise, even the most expensive camera will ruin everything. Bad news, you can't shoot a vlog in auto mode. You need to learn how to use manual camera settings. And if you're filming on your phone, you'd better put a special app that will allow you to control your shots. For example, it can be a Pro Movie for iOS or Open Camera for Android. On my channel, there's a detailed video on how to stop shooting in auto mode and start filming like a pro. Make sure you watch it. In the meanwhile, here's a brief guide to the manual settings of the camera. For shooting in a home YouTube studio like mine, I recommend you stick to the following settings. Shutter speed. Set the shutter speed to 1/50th when you shoot at 24 or 25 frames per second. If you use 30 FPS, select shutter speed as 1/60th. Aperture. Use an opened aperture between f3.5 and f5.5 to get a slightly blurred background. this looks beautiful. Right now I'm using f4 aperture. ISO. Put the lowest possible ISO so that the picture is high quality, not noisy. Try not to go higher than 400. But make sure that the picture, and especially your face, isn't too light or too dark. If you see overexposed parts, set the ISO to 100 and close the aperture slightly. If it's underexposed, raise the ISO. Lens. Use a focal length of no higher than 35mm for a full-frame camera and no higher than 28mm for a crop sensor camera. I will not go into detail, but if you have a 50mm lens for a frame as large as mine, you will have to put the camera very far away from you. It's inconvenient and unnecessary. By the way, a kit lens would be fine for a vlog. It's not necessary to buy an expensive one. Focus. If you're not in focus, like me now, everything is ruined. If your camera has good autofocus, use it. But it's usually better and safer to use manual focus. Just ask your friend or family member to be your assistant and set the manual focus on your face. White balance. Do not use auto white balance, as well as presets on the camera such as for cloudy weather, for a sunny day, or others. Better set the exact temperature value. Even better, use a white piece of paper to adjust the white balance on your camera if it allows you to do so. Picture quality in videos is always a matter of taste. If it's crucial for you, you'll have to put more money into an expensive camera. Personally, I think that for the genre of a home vlog, the picture quality has secondary importance. The most important things are a bright personality in the frame, interesting topic, an engaging pitch, the right camera settings, the right light, and oddly enough, the sound. By the way, let's move on to the sound. Sound in video is very important because in the genre of vlog, people listen to you first, and the sound becomes the main channel of communication. You definitely shouldn't use the camera's built-in microphone because it's terrible to hear for your viewers. That's how it is now. I recommend buying an external microphone, and there are three main options: a lavalier microphone, a gun mic, and a studio condenser microphone. You can choose the type of microphone that suits you best in terms of convenience, price, and sound quality. Personally, I prefer the lav. For example, in my videos that I record at home, I most often use the Boya BY-M1 wired lavalier microphone. You can buy one from Amazon for $20. At a low price, it gives good sound quality and is easy to pick up on your clothes and record at home. I have to note that when I record sound on a condenser microphone, I use a separate zoom recorder. Then I'll have to match the audio track with the video on the editing stage. But there's no need to be afraid, it's quite easy to do. Since we're talking about editing, here's my bonus advice. I recommend that all beginner YouTube creators don't take up complicated programs like Premiere or Final Cut and start with simple and intuitive software. I personally use Movavi video editor when I need something to quickly edit or match the sound from a recorder with a video. I will leave a link to this program in the description of this video. Also, you'll find there a special promo code VLOG15, which gives you a 50% discount on Movavi Video Editor. We have dealt with the camera, with the sound, now let's move on to the camera fastening and stabilization. In this respect, vlog in a home studio as a type of video content is not demanding at all. You don't need a Steadicam or any other stabilization or camera mounts. Just a tripod will be enough. You can use a lightweight, affordable photo tripod for about $18. Yeah, you don't need a heavy tripod for shooting videos on a digital camera. A small one will do. Finally, we've come to my favorite part, the light. You've probably heard of lighting schemes used by professional photographers and videographers. In the case of a vlog, these schemes are unlikely to be of use to you because they require a whole set of expensive studio lights and racks. You don't have to do that for your home vlog. If you shoot during the day, you'll probably get enough natural light from the street. You just need to learn how to use natural light and plan your shots so that the sun becomes your friend and not spoil the picture. In this case, you can save on studio lights and skip this part of your YouTube Studio spendings list. However, I still advise you to buy 1 or 2 studio lights. It could be a cheap selfie circle or an affordable softbox. This way you will not depend on the changing sunlight and will be able to make a stylish light accent on your face and shoot not only during the day but also in the evening, and still won't have to spend much money. I use these Griffon softboxes. They're compact, variable in height, great for vlogging. You can buy such ones on Amazon for about $65 for a set of 2. They serve as the key light and sometimes as the fill light. And as the back and accent lights, I use a regular desk lamp and colored household lights that decorate the background. Speaking of background, that's what you can easily save money on. I'm not a big fan of solid studio backgrounds, much less a chroma key. First of all, you'll have to buy not only a background or a chroma key, but also racks and a fastening system. And for a chroma key, you'll also have to buy extra lights to illuminate it evenly. Secondly, all this has to be constantly installed, removed, and stored somewhere. Personally, as a background for a vlog video, I like the perspective of the room better. It's good looking and doesn't cost any money. And you can also use it to put some Easter eggs and accents for your viewers. Alright, let's do a brief overview of what you can save on, what you still have to buy, and how much you have to spend on a budget home YouTube studio. Sound. Make sure you buy an external microphone. I recommend Boya. You can buy it for about $20. A tripod. The most ordinary full-size photo tripod for $18 or so will do. Lights. I recommend you buy an affordable set of 2 small soft boxes. There's an option for $65 on Amazon. Background. Feel free to skip this item and use the perspective of your room. 0 cents for the background. That makes $103. That's all the expenses that a cool YouTube studio at home would require from you today in 2020. Everything else now depends on your skills in camera settings, light setup, frame composition, sound recording, and of course making up engaging content. I didn't put a camera on the expense list because I'm sure you probably already have a camera if you decide to build a YouTube studio. And if not, you can always shoot on your cell phone. Watch my last episode about how to do it right. Thank you for watching this video all the way through, but take your time to turn it off. Here's a little task for you that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Try to film your own vlog at your home YouTube studio like I did in this video. Carefully rewatch this tutorial and try to take into account my tips and suggestions, not necessarily all of them. And then in the comments to this video, tell us about how it turned out. That's all for now. Don't forget to like this video. I tried very hard to make it useful for you. If you think I succeeded, subscribe to the Movavi vlog channel and click on the notification bell. See you later.